Hi, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Friday, and as I promised you on Wednesday, today's going to be folk. Now, it's kind of classified as folk rock, but don't think of folk rock like we talked about. We talked about the Byrds back in the 60s. They had a whole different style of what was folk rock. This one, two girls, Emily and Amy, playing guitar, and it's a live recording, which, again, you know I like those because you get to hear the actual artist presenting it the way they'd like to have it presented. It's the Indigo Girls. This one's live. Back on the bus, y'all. Now, they do have a few extra players on here. I mean, they did get a couple of people to help them out. It's not just the two of them. Just on the album, I'll give you some idea what's on here. I think we had a couple of people guesting for vocals and a saxophone player. But basically, it's just the two girls out there presenting their music. And these are mostly original tunes. I think we've got one that's not here. Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower. Now, I only have the one CD, and this has happened a few times. We've gone through this. And I don't have a large number of one artist in my collection. If you notice, we're crowding 300 episodes now, and we're trying not to repeat anybody. So a lot of times I may only have one or two, either albums, CDs, cassettes, when I had those, of a particular artist, just to get an idea of what they were doing at this point in time. Anyways, on Indigo's Live, start off with 1, 2, 3. We've got a live version of Tried to Be True, You and Me and the 10,000 Wars, Prince of Darkness, Kid Fears, Left Me a Fool, and then Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower. Now we also have a studio version of 1, 2, 3, which, again, very familiar tune if you're at all aware of what the Indigo Girls were doing. And this one, I'm going to say it's back, let me get my shades off here, we're in the 1990s. So a live version, which again we get to hear really what they wanted to present. A little bit of a insert in there. We've got color photo on the back. We've got the liner notes, if we can get those there. There we go. Telling us who's playing on some of those songs. And again, I mentioned some background vocals by Chris McGuire. We got saxophone by Barbara Marino. We've got Simon Samonton on drums, Sarah Lee on bass, and it's just a great lineup of tunes. And also, this happens to have a fold-out in it, so we can fold it open for a whole nother set of pictures. So those are the kind of things we get with CDs, we get with albums that you don't find on the streaming networks. Now, the album is available for streaming, of course. They've got a pretty good catalog out there. I just have this one, I guess, snippet of their performances. But for me, it was a very interesting album. I was just listening to it the other day again. It still stands up well after all these years. So it's Indigo Girls, live, Back on the Bus, y'all. And if you haven't heard them before, check them out. It's a different style of folk music, and Amy and Emily do an excellent job. So it's something to kick off your weekend with. Sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and put on some Indigo Girls and just find out what was happening at that point in their career. Okay, that's it for this week. Wrapped up another one. We'll see you on Monday, which will be jazz again. And until then, have a great weekend. Everybody, take care, stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.